This is the tarot reading for the sun sign Aries for the year 2016. This is a new year reading where I will look at all the months starting from January, going February, March, April, all the way till December. In this reading, we will also see what are the quarters looking like, just so that you have a brief of how the first quarter, which is January, February, March, looking, how's the quarter two, which is April, May, June, third quarter, July, August, September, and the fourth quarter, which is October, November, December. So what we will do is we'll see what are the areas where Aries will need to put in work, what are the time for them to travel, which months are looking good. Please note that this is a general reading for all the Aries. So not everything what will get covered here will apply to all the Aries. There may be some portions that may apply. There may be the difference in intensity, how they will get applied to a lot of Aries. So this is a general reading. So do keep this in mind when I will be discussing months coming in the year 2016. So let us see what is in store for Aries in 2016. So I am going to pull out 12 cards and let us see how these cards are. So the very first card I am taking out is January, February, March, then I have April, May, June, then July, August, September, October, November and December. So let us see how are the months looking. So January we have King of Wands. February is a Strength card. March is Nine of Wands. What is very interesting is that in the first quarter, I am just seeing Wands, I am seeing a Leo. Everything here tells me it is the sign of Aries. So Wands really stand for courage, for confidence, for starting something new. And when I look at strength, it is telling me fire. So this is really about passion. So you will begin the year on a very good note. That is, you will start something year on something very, very passionate. If you let us now understand who is King of Wands. So when I get King of Wands in January, who is he and what does this card mean? Now, King of Wands is somebody who has a solution to everything. So, when I look at this card, it's just telling me that Aries is very bright in their mind. They are very good with their confidence and courage, and they know they can pretty much handle any situation that comes along to them, because they are not just using the mind, they are also using the tools that are available to them. So King of Wands is usually a person who has a solution to pretty much everything. They have a very, very highly developed lateral thinking, which means thinking which is out of the box. So very, very creative card. So it's telling me that Aries are going to begin the month year 2016 with a banging month. It's a very nice January which is going to begin. So they are also quite clever. They know how to sit into a situation very well. If you see, there is a lizard here which is at the feet of the King of Wands. So King of Wands is never too detectable in a crowd. He is there in the background somewhere, merging in the crowd, but he will make sure the goals he's put his eyes on, he is able to achieve it. So January is looking very good as a starting month for the Aries. It is also a month that if you have resolutions that you want to see through, you should put them into, you should roll them out and see them through. So this is really looking like a card of vision and achieving goals. Now let us see the card of February. Now, this is the card of strength. It's telling me that anything under the sun is possible. So if you're looking up at taking some kind of a new business venture, taking up new studies, or just practically if you think of taking up anything new which you have always felt is challenging, this is the card which is saying that you need to look internally, have faith in yourself, and take up that challenge. And the chances are 90% you will do very well. The reason is this lady has such an infinite belief in her inner strength that she's actually playing with the line. So this card is really telling me that February is the month where you should be taking up challenges, starting something new, and it is a very very potent card. It is a card of immense growth. So looking very good in the month of February for the Aries. Now March is the card which is coming out as Nine of Wands. If you see, we have January, which is a wand. We have February, which is a strength card. Mostly, this is a card associated with strength of Leo. So all I'm getting is courage and confidence cards. And then March, I again get is a card of showing immense endurance. So March will be the time where this will be the quarter where you will be expected to deliver. You will be required to hold ground. This is not the time to give up. While you would have taken something very very challenging, so initially yes, it would have come in easy, but it's just telling me that you will start to feel the wearing down, or you will start to feel the pain of having taken up something so challenging in the month of March. But it's not to say that you will not succeed, but it will check your endurance, it will check your strength. So March will be a very very testing time for you. Hold your ground, you should do very well. So the first quarter is really looking good. It is the time to take up something new. Go with all the courage and confidence. You have solution to everything. And this is a card of new break, of starting something with lot of faith in the idea or the concept and going for it. March will be a testing time, but nevertheless a good card. Now let us see what is April. Sorry, April, then May, and then June. So April I get the card which is King of Cups, May is Five of Swords, and June is the Hanged Man. So it's just telling me that first of all, you will on a position of authority with using your sensitivity and your emotional ability to deal with people. So this is also a card of, if you see, this is again one more king. I got a king in January, then I get a king in April. So king is usually of someone who either gets a promotion or somebody who's really ruling or doing a very good job. So a lot of you, while a lot of organizations have a promotion year from financial year. So financial year really begins from April to March. It goes from April to March. So a lot of you who would be on the verge of expecting a promotion, you will do well if you are able to handle people with lot of sensitivity. This is showing me a promotion card. It is a card of doing very well in your job, provided you can connect with people. If you see, this is the throne is all around the water. This is about managing emotions of people all around you. So a very very emotionally intelligent card, and this is suggesting growth and promotion provided you can deal with people very well. A very good card really coming up in the month of April. Now let us see May, and then I get a card which is the swords. Now swords are usually a card of communication. So you will, needless to say, in the month of May, you will have to be very careful with your communication. I am seeing that you could be landing up into some kind of an argument where while you would prove yourself to be right, that yes, you did the right thing, you spoke the right thing, but you may just lose out on people's faith and favor. So you be careful with your communication and be kind. It's okay to at times be right and still give credit to people and accommodate their view really. So Five of Swords is telling me that there could be a tendency to get into an argument or getting into some kind of a selfish behavior really. So you can use the energy of this card and use it to bring kindness in your decisions. So this is Five of Swords coming in the month of May. June is the Hanged Man. Normally I look at this card with a lot of interest because when we get a hangman, this is a card of successes being disguised in challenges. So if you feel yourself getting tested, if you feel yourself being put into a spot, this is actually a golden opportunity being handed over to you to cut your way through, to find your way through the obstacles, and you are headed for immense success. This card is about immense success because if you see there's a halo around this person. So while this man seems to be hanging with one leg, there is a halo around him. Nothing is too difficult for him. He can get out of this situation whenever he wants. He is far more capable than is looking, hanging from the tree. So right now is really enjoying his time. So when this card comes up in a reading, it's just saying that your successes are disguised in challenges. You may just need to develop a new perspective. You may have to look at the old things with a very new perspective. So a card which is really saying take up the challenge and prove yourself, prove your worth, and you should do very, very well. This is a card of successes being disguised in challenges. So if you ask me how's the quarter two really looking, it's telling me that you will do very well dealing with people and being very sensitive to them. I do see a promotion, but just be careful that also Aries are very headstrong. That's a belief mostly, but if that is an understanding that if you have about yourself that you are very headstrong, my suggestion is in the month of May, just take it easy. You don't have to go that headstrong. You don't necessarily have to butt into an argument what two people may be having. It's just a card of caution. It's saying that stay away from any kind of a conflict, mostly a verbal conflict, which could, while prove you to be right, but it could give you a lot of grief later on, right? So that is the card I'm getting in the month of May. And June is a card of just proving your worth. Take up the challenges, take up something really big, and then prove your worth to it, and you will be very heavily rewarded. Now let us see what is the third quarter telling us, which is the July. Then I have August, and then September. First of all, I'm seeing a lot of people in this whole spread for the Aries. So, year 2016 will be defined by having to deal very well with people. So, your majority of your success will lie in how well you deal with people, really. So, when I look at the card in July, it's telling me Knight of Cups. If you're looking at starting some kind of new business venture, or you're planning to move city, or you want to go and relocate yourself somewhere, or you just want to try out something new, so it is telling you to go very, very prepared. So this preparation is shown by the soldier wearing a metal helmet, guards on his body, on his shoes. His horse is also very well protected. So it's saying that while you may want to go and try something new, go very, very prepared. But that preparation need not show in your words. So while you will be very heavily prepared, even for a combat, even for a difficult situation, it's saying that let that preparation or that the difficulty or the readiness for any kind of calamity or adversity not show in your words really. It's saying that if you can keep your words very soft and polite, and you go very well prepared, you should do very well in the venture or the new place that you're planning to settle into, or some new kind of friends you're trying to win over. Maybe you want to make a breakthrough into some new community, or you want to totally test new waters with something that you've never done before. It's just saying that be very polite with your words, but go extremely prepared for that new idea or concept that you're planning to take over. So, looking like something very new or good that you can make as a beginning in the month of July. August is the month of, if you're planning to sign any kind of a business deal or a contract, you should look at August with a lot of interest. While you could always do that in other months, August is just telling me that you're going to be so strictly guided by your business acumen. This is a card of somebody who will not give in to emotions. They will not trade any business fallacy with an emotion. This is a card of very strict business acumen being used. So this is the card of if you are looking at signing any contract or under getting into some kind of overseas assignment, anything. This is a card which is saying that use your mind and totally go use your head over your heart. A very good card really. Another caution with this card is that while you would be taking a very good and a nice business decision, don't be very isolated. So this lady, while she's a queen, she's holding a sword and there doesn't seem to be anyone around it. So make sure your business decisions are not too strict either. So while you would get into a contract, or you could sign up a new assignment, or you could start something new, and you could use your head over your heart, just make sure you're not too strict, because this is also a card of becoming too lonely. So if you're too strict with your terms and decisions, people may just choose to take 2 3 steps away and back from you. They may just choose to step back a little. So just make sure you don't overdo it, but this is a very good card for any kind of business opportunity or agreements that you may want to really sign in. Good card coming up in the month of August. September, I get Eight of Cups, and that is a card of really reflection, going on some kind of a trip and spending time alone. So a lot of you who believe in any kind of meditation, or you want to do, spend some time just by being yourself and understanding life in general, and just taking a step away from society, from family, and just being with yourself. This is the month which is saying that you should do it in the month of September. This is also a card of checking your responsibilities. So it is showing me that some of you could be just walking away from your responsibilities. You may get very overwhelmed with how much there is to do. So this can be a card of withdrawal also. So you should pin on this energy from this card and check against that energy of withdrawal. If you do feel that way, this is a very good reminder card that you shouldn't be falling into the trap of that card really. So when I look at the quarter three, it's telling me that yes, you can go out and start something new. A good month in terms of business, signing any kind of an agreement, and just be sure that you do give a lot of ample time to yourself. We all need this kind of a time, which is the me time. So that is what is coming out in quarter three. It's looking very good for making some kind of a new business venture, and but the key is to go very prepared. If it also looks like a slightly like a love reading to me. It looks like some of you may actually find love in a foreign land. You may just travel to a newer place. While you may go there for work, you may just land up proposing love to someone. So it does come out in the quarter three for the 2016 for Aries. Now let us see what is in October, November and December. So when I look at the October, it's telling me that your mind is very grounded. You are very focused on making money. So Page of Pentacles is someone who's very receptive on different ways of how to make money. So this is also a card of sticking to your values. So very clearly, if you spend a lot of time introspecting and being with you with this energy, you will come out feeling very rooted, feeling very grounded. This is a card of feeling very grounded with your values, respecting the old money, and holding things into tradition really. So this is the card which comes out in the month of October. November is a celebratory card. Lot of there is a lot of partying happening, like-minded people celebrating. It could be a celebration or related to some business venture going successful. This is also a successful child walking into a couple's life. So this is also a very good fertility card. It is also a card of marriage. This is a card of addition, of friends rejoicing, maybe celebrating a good news. Good news could be related to wedding also. So November really looks like a very good month in the year 2016. All the cards are good. Why? But this card is really good because it's just telling me celebrations with like-minded people. It could be for business. It could be related to pregnancy or a delivery news, or it could just be a wedding. So really good card coming out in the month of November. And I get a Hierophant reversed in the month of December. So when we look at the Hierophant reversed, this is a card which is saying that you may want to challenge the status quo. You may want to do something different from what is always been laid out. So this is the card where you will, this is the energy which you will be using in the month of December if you want to, try something new out or go. It's also a card of just rebelling a bit just for fun. So Hierophant is also about just challenging your own belief. So that is coming out in the month of December really. To me, this also suggests a very unconventional marriage. So when I get a celebration and marriage in November, I get unconventional marriage in December. I am just seeing a good year, looking a good year ending with the marriages and happy ending really. So looking very nice for Aries. The last quarter looks like being very rooted to your tradition, valuing your relationships, your money in the family, and just the very basic tradition, being very conservative. This is about rejoicing with friend. You could be very well be celebrating any good news within the friends or the family. And this is the card which came in reverse, and it's telling me that you could be trying something very unconventional. Since this is a lot of times a marriage card also, it tells me that there could be a unconventional marriage coming to a lot of you. Also, some of you who are at a very good position in terms of any kind of esoteric teaching or a group, you should be very careful of your teaching and the people that you follow, people who follow you, because I do see that there could be attack on your image, or there could be some kind of loss of reputation. But this is a very extreme reading, extreme a case that could happen because we've just taken a one card. But that is a possibility. Some of you who have some authority in some kind of an esoteric study really. So this is how the year of 2016 looking for the sun sign Aries.